Okay, so I've polished off the discoloration from the shaft, and what I'm going to do is just by hand pop the arm back on the rod. Okay, so basically that's ready to go back on the gun now. So let's tidy up a little. And we'll begin preparations for putting it back onto the motor. Let's dry everything off. Whilst it's off, I'm also going to inspect the marker, clean it up. Now, one thing I like to do is when I put rams back on, I always like to put an O-ring in here. It makes it look slightly tidier and enables you to clamp down on something. So let's get out some O-rings and see if we've got an appropriately sized one. Now, sometimes you can't tighten these ramblers up as far as you would like, and sometimes you have to leave them a little bit loose in order to get the length. That's probably a bit small, that's probably a bit big, so there's that one. Right, let's go for this one. So basically what I'm going to do is put that O-ring on there, and that's just going to give it a bump stop. I find that reducing vibration is something that's very important. So, doing this up by hand. It seems to be going very tight. Soft jaw spanner. Take your time, no rush. And this is just a dry fit at the moment. We're just seeing where can it go, how far is it going to go in. But here now, we're almost compressing the O-ring. So what I'm thinking is that, yeah, now we're compressing the O-ring and it's gone a little bit tight. So that is going to be the final position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen that off a little bit and prepare to put on the QEVs. Blue Loctite again. Inspect the threads. They're pretty good. First thing I'm going to do is put the front on. Now, a lot of debate as to whether or not QEV should be going backwards or forwards. My preference is forwards. It makes the routing of the O-rings a lot of the LPR hoses a lot easier. I know routing them backwards looks a bit tidier, but getting the hoses on can be a real faff. Of course the rear one has to point forward. And you have to keep a close eye on how many threads you've got left. So obviously that one wouldn't do another rotation. Once that's in position, I'll take my soft jaw pliers, my soft jaw spanner, and I'll take that back into position. Bob's your uncle. Now, to reattach the hoses, what I like to do is take a set of these things and very carefully put them back on. There's one. And the one we lost earlier is here. Now I always put the QEV side on first. Just because it's easier to put the solenoid housing hoses on the reader. Make sure everything's on. Looks like we're finished. Okay. So now I put the back block back on. Okay, so we've put our pump arm back on, the ram shaft. We'll put the back block back on. I'm not going to show you how to set the position of the back block because that's a entirely different subject. Once you've done that, bolt goes back in. Rod goes back in. Assuming she wants to, so I'll restart now. Check the length. Could be a little bit short. Go. There you go. That's good. Okay, so I've just got to put a elbow on this and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so I waited a little bit for all the Loctite to go off. Turned on. Just turn her off. Cocker. Moment of truth. Looks good. Excellent. No leaks. And that's how you change the ram shaft on a Magnum 44 ram. Thank you.